Mounting pressure on Israel grows as Gazans face starvation. These are your daily tags. Yesterday, we covered how Gaza is facing famine as aid is not making it to the people who need it most. Israeli blockades and ineffectuous airdrops have made it difficult for anybody to get food. And when food or aid does arrive, it is often taken by force by people who are desperate. As the crisis continues, it is clear that there is consensus. Hamas, on one hand, is both guilty of starting this war and the fact that they could end it by releasing hostages. At the same time, Israel could certainly do more to ensure that humanitarian aid is being given to those people who need it and are caught up in the crossfire. Claims that Israel is approaching or even committing genocide are not unfounded, as indiscriminate attacks in Gaza and reluctance to provide aid carries weight with that. Further, Benjamin Netanyahu doesn't help his case either when he claims that there is no starvation going on in Gaza. That's a lie. We can see it. It's proven. That data is backed up by the IPC. Yesterday, 48 people were killed and dozens more were wounded while waiting for food outside of a Gaza aid station. What convoys do make it into Gaza are overwhelmed by people who need their sustenance. And in the chaos, it leads to conflict, which is proven out by what happened yesterday. Now, Israel has bent some to the pressure. They claim to have released some blockades and have allowed more aid to get into the region. Part of the international pressure is that many nations are going to move ahead and begin to recognize Palestine. First, it was France, and then the UK has followed. Yesterday, Canada has joined them. Here is Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney. Quote, "The level of human suffering in Gaza is intolerable. Canada intends to recognize the state of Palestine at the 80th session of the United Nations in September 2025, holding general elections in 2026 in which Hamas can play no part, and to demilitarize the Palestinian state." Now, the politics of a two-state solution are for another day. What matters for right now, though, is that people are seeing and viscerally reacting to the fact that people are dying in Gaza. Innocent civilians by the thousands. Yes, Hamas started all of this, but that doesn't mean that Israel gets to run rampant with humanitarian injustices. Hostages need to be released, and aid needs to be continually given without restriction. Will that happen in short order? It's hard to say. But what is fundamentally true is that the rest of the world is starting to call it out. That matters, and it puts us a step further towards resolving this conflict. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and stick around for more here on Daily Tags.